Hi, I'm Lynn Perry Parker. I started LPP Law about 7 years ago after working in national law firms, mid-sized law firms, and small law firms for almost 30 years now. I'm doing this because I am a small business now. And like many small businesses, I love what I do, the law. I love analyzing the law. I like knowing the law. I like applying the law and helping my clients avoid problems or deal with their problems as they resolve. I hate the marketing part of being a small business. So I figured this was the best way that I could actually let you know who I am and how I might be able to help you without having to do the kind of traditional types of marketing. So a related issue to why you should come see me when you're starting a business, or even if you've already started it, is I often get, questions, well, I don't really need, to hire a lawyer. Lawyers are so expensive. I'm a lot cheaper than most because I have no overhead. I'm a small business as well. I know how to do it. But more seriously, I'm going to go in business with my family, or I'm going into business with my the friend I've known since grade school or college. I don't really need a written agreement. And then I try to point out that many marriages start, and certainly on a romantic level, and we know how many they're in love. We know how many domestic divorces there are. Well, think of a business divorce as being far messier because it's really about money when there's a dispute. So I try to tell people whether you're going to form a corporation, so it'd be a shareholders agreement, or a limited liability company, which is an operating agreement, that you should do it as soon as you start your business. That should be part of your business plan, your plan of operations, whose responsibilities, what your rights are vis-a-vis each other. Is one just the investor? Is one the manager? Is one the actual doer, of the provider of the services? All those things should be mapped out in the beginning so that it's clear, and they should be done through what these formal documents. And I can help you understand the various provisions in these agreements and why they're there. Most of them are modeled over the code creations and the issues that apply to the particular type of entity that you are formed as, and what you need to know to stay in compliance with the corporate laws or the limited liability company laws, so that you maintain that personal liability protection and you don't get mixed up with the tax implications of how you settled it. We can go through all of those things. I'm not a tax lawyer, I'm a business lawyer, but there's that working knowledge, and you as a business owner need to know how that all that works together. So in addition to why you should have a written formal contract in starting your business, because you are a business, you're not a hobbyist. Another part of that is same related to the family and friends type of situation. People are very surprised to learn that capitalizing your business, again, a small business, it's very hard to go to banks, especially these days, to get capital. So a lot of people, again, it's family, it's friends. There are some exceptions, and that family and friends can contribute to a small business, but very surprised to learn that securities laws, yes, federal and state securities laws, state known as blue sky laws, apply to even the smallest of businesses that take any kind of capitalization from the public. Again, there's some exceptions for family and friends, but they're not mutually exclusive just because they're family and friends. And there's a lot of laws that go to that. You can deal with them, but you need to know of them. And that's what I find a lot of problems, again, because if they're not complied with in terms of the kind of information that you have to give to people who are going to invest in your company, you can find yourself liable for all of the investment that was made and any additional damages, even though they said that they were investors and willing to take on risk. If you don't give them the proper information, you can be liable for any of the money that you received. So these are just some of the kinds of issues that I can help you raise. Basically, that's the job of a lawyer, is to help you understand what the kinds of things that you need to be thinking of, and then to help you prepare for them, so that ultimately, again, you avoid the litigation, because that's really what's expensive. However, if you do find yourself having made the previous mistakes and now in litigation, that is something that I am very versed in and can help you deal with what's called derivative action suits. And that's where usually a minority member of a entity will bring an action against the majority member. I hope you found the information that I discussed on these videos helpful. If you would like a written outline of the topics that I discussed, I do have an ebook on my website. My website is lpp-law.com. Phone number is 301-444-4513. I love what I do, and I'd love to help your business. Thanks.